Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I usually talk about spirituality, self-development and anything else that piques my interest. It is a mixed bag over here, I'm not going to lie. But today we are going to be doing a little mid-year check-in. So you're going to be doing a little mid-year check-in with me. So I would suggest grabbing yourself a cup of tea, coffee, an iced latte. I've got the remainder of my smoothie right here. And also grab yourself a journal and a pen because I'm going to be giving you some journal prompts throughout this little video. So we are officially halfway through 2022, which is insane. Time goes really fast the older you get, so make the most of your time. But yeah, we're halfway through 2022. We've just had the summer solstice, and a lot has happened in the past 6 months for me. I really like to take this time when we're halfway through the year to do a little mid-year check-in. It's a chance to maybe look over the goals you set for the start of the year if you did set any. And if not, you can even just use it as an exercise to look at how far you've come. What have been the good things about the past 6 months? What have been the not so good things? What can you improve on? What do you want to leave behind? Now, the past 6 months have been really, really interesting for me. I want to also quickly mention that I'm also going through my Saturn return. So for all my astrology babies out there, you know what that is. But if you don't, I'll really quickly explain what a Saturn return is. So the planet Saturn takes a long time to travel through our solar system. It's quite a slow moving planet, which means it only comes back into the same exact place it was when you were born every 27 to 29 years. And we call that period of time your Saturn return. Now, Saturn is often seen as the father figure of the planets. It's that planet that asks us to look at the cold, hard facts of our life, to take off the rose tinted glasses, and to deal with our stuff. To let go of what's no longer serving us, it'll sometimes clear the path for us, and to refocus on what we want. During your Saturn return, a lot of people experience quite big life changes. So that could be breakups, engagements, having babies, getting a new house, relocating, career changes, loads of different things could happen during your Saturn return. And I've definitely experienced some big life changes. So we're going to go into that a little bit. But yeah, let's get started on our mid-year check-in. So grab yourself a journal and a pen. If you're not able to right now, just be prepared to have a little think about these little prompts that I'm going to throw at you. So the first thing I want you to think about or write down in your journal if you can, if you have one there, is what have been the positives of the last 6 months. So write that down in your journal, and you can even pause this video and really have a think and write it down, or you can leave your answers in the comments. I would love to know. I'm going to share with you some of my positives from the past 6 months. But a really important one has been that my self-worth and self-love has really dramatically increased. And I will put a lot of that down to listening to affirmations every single day. Genuinely, since the start of January, I have listened to affirmations like positive self-love, self-worth affirmations almost every single morning. And I swear to goodness that has made a huge difference in my life. It's really helped me reprogram my brain, and I'm going to probably do a whole video on that. So if you want to hear more about that, definitely let me know. But yeah, my self-worth and self-love has definitely increased, and it's gone to such a deeper level, and it's just so amazing, and I'm really, really happy about that. Other really positive things that have happened in the past 6 months are I got engaged. Matthew and I have been together 7 years, and we finally got engaged, and I'm so excited about it. So that has obviously been a huge positive. That happened in April. Also, in the last couple of weeks, I got myself a brand new car. It's not a new car, but it's new to me. But it is by far the best car that I've ever driven. It's so lush, it feels so luxurious, it's got so much space, and I absolutely love it. And honestly, the stars aligned for me to get this car. I might do a whole story time video on this, but I really feel like I manifested this. It just worked out too perfect. So yeah, and one other positive for me is my bank balance is genuinely the healthiest it has ever been in my entire life. Now, I have not been the greatest with money since ever. I'm a Leo, I like a good shopping spree. I can be a little bit, I've never been the greatest at saving money. So the past 6 months, I really wanted to focus on working hard, saving my money. And honestly, I feel like I've got a much better relationship with money now. Like, I feel like I'm able to really enjoy it and I'm able to spend it happily on things that I want to instead of things that I feel like I should or things that I don't really need. So I've really adjusted my relationship with money, and that's made a huge difference as well. My relationship with money is a lot better. my bank balance is a lot healthier, and I'm actually been able to stick to my savings goals for the first time in ever. Okay, so the second prompt I want you to write down is, how have you grown and what are you proud of yourself for over the past 6 months? A couple of the main things that I'm proud of myself for are for starting this YouTube channel and actually posting consistently. Consistency has been historically a bit of a tough thing for me, so I feel like I've really tried to be a lot more consistent. So, yeah, starting this YouTube channel and posting a video every week is something that I'm really proud of myself for. I think I've only genuinely missed a couple of weeks, like maybe 2 weeks of uploads, and one of those weeks I was on holiday, so I wasn't planning to upload anyway. So, yeah, I'm really proud of myself for that. And also, if you don't know this about me, I do pole fitness, and I'm really proud of the progress that I've made in my pole fitness classes. Again, I've hardly missed a week since the start of the year, and the progress has just been amazing. So I'm personally proud of myself for that. So write down a few things that you're proud of yourself for. Again, you can even pause this video, really take the time to have a think about it. Okay, so the next prompt I want you to write down is, what have been the negatives or the challenges for you the past 6 months? And this is not to beat yourself up about this. This is just to be honest with yourself and genuinely look at what has not worked for you in the past half of the year. So for me, some challenges have been that I have recently fallen off my workout and healthy eating habits. So I do need to get those back on track. I would say that has been since I went on holiday actually at the start of the month. And to be fair on myself, I didn't want to be thinking about what I was eating or drinking on holiday. I was very, very relaxed about it and I'm happy that I was, but it's been a real struggle to get back on the wagon since I've been back from holiday. So that's been a challenge for me and that's something I have to work on. Another challenge for me has been my phone/social media use. That has been creeping up again. And so I need to sort that out, because when I'm on social media or even just my phone in general for too long, it really has a detrimental effect on my mental health. So I need to work on that. And the last negative/challenge for me has been, I have not devoted as much time and energy to my career as I would have liked. So that's something that I'm going to be refocusing on for the next 6 months. But I wanted to share a really quick reminder with you on that note, and that is that you can't do everything at once. So, whatever area of your life that you're focusing on right now, other things will have to take a back seat for that, because we're only human. We are not superheroes. We don't have unlimited amounts of time and energy to get everything done at once. And I think we're sold this lie, basically, that we can stay hydrated, text everyone back, achieve all our work goals, have a great social life, look after our kids, keep a clean and tidy house, keep up with our workout schedule, and do all these things all at once. That's just not possible. Unless you've got like the time turner from Harry Potter, you can go back and like do all these things like Hermione and attend all these extra classes. You can't do that. So if you're really, really focused on your career, then chances are other things like maybe your social life, your friendships, your relationships will have to take a bit of a back seat during that period of time. If you're really focused on your kids, again, chances are other things like your career and things like that might have to take a back seat. Not always, but most of the time. Life ebbs and flows. We're not supposed to be doing everything all of the time. And I think this is a really toxic thing that social media is portraying, that we can be doing everything all at once. We can't. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. And I know for me, the past 6 months has been about setting my foundations, about nurturing my relationship, and it's been about my inner world and personal growth as well. So other things have had to sit on the back burner for a little bit to allow me to do that. And now I feel like I've got a good, strong foundation in those things. I'm going to refocus on those other things like my career. So that leads me on to my final journal prompt, which is, what are you going to focus on for the next 6 months? So for me, that's going to be my career, but it might be something different for you. But I definitely urge you to sit and have a think about that. What do you intend for the next 6 months? Thank you so much for joining me for this mid-year check-in. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you've written down your answers or at least had a little think about them. If you've got anything that you'd like to share, please leave me a comment below. You can also find me on a variety of places on social media, mainly Instagram and TikTok. My handle is at Sarah C. Meikle, but I am really focusing on my YouTube content right now. I'm really enjoying doing this. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.